Welcome back, builders. In part 1, we built the viral brain. We created a digital employee that wakes up, rolls the dice, and writes a perfect, unique video script for us every single day. But right now, that script is just, sitting in a database. It's just an idea. So today, in part 2, we are going to build the body. We're going to connect that brain to what I call the Hollywood system. So we're going to take the text prompt and send it to a powerful AI video generator to actually create the footage. So just like last time, I'm going to use a teaching style which is really good, which is I'm going to perform the action first on screen in silence so you can exactly do what I do. Then I'll explain why. So grab your coffee and let's build.
Okay, so this is where we left off last time. Alright, so let's now update our map. We are building 3 specific steps today. We need a director to shout action and send our script to the video engine. We need a waiting room because high quality AI video takes time to render. And we need a courier to go grab the file when it's done. By the way, for this tutorial, I'm using an API called Kie.ai, which gives us access to models like Sora 2. You can use any video API you want, replicate, Kling, Minimax, whatever. The logic is exactly the same. Alright, so that was step 1, the director. I added an HTTP request node. This is how n8n talks to the outside world. I set the method to post because we are sending data. I pasted the URL for my video provider, which is Kie.ai. Then, and this is the most important part, I went to the blueprint I gave you and copied the API payload. This is the instruction letter we are sending to our Hollywood, right? It says use the Sora 2 model, make it vertical 9x16 and use this prompt. I dragged the prompt output from our AI agent directly into this letter. So now whatever idea the brain comes up with, the director immediately sends it to be filmed. Now, if you haven't set up Kie.ai or you're doing this for the first time, wait till the end of the video. I'm going to add a section where I tell you how to set this up. Alright, that was step 2, the waiting room. This is simple but critical. AI video generation is heavy. It takes time. If we try to ask for the video immediately, the API will say, hold on, I'm still rendering, and our automation will fail. So I added a node wait which is set to 300 seconds. This tells our digital employee, okay, you sent the order, now go take a coffee break. Come back in 5 minutes or whenever the work is done. This ensures we never get an error message. Alright, I'm just going to hit execute to ensure that all the data transfers to the next nodes. Okay, that was step 3, the courier. So after 5 minutes, our employee wakes up. Now he needs to go pick up the finished tape. I added another HTTP request node. This time the method is get because we are retrieving the data. We're calling the record info endpoint, but we need to tell them which video we are looking for. So I drag the task ID from our first step, that's like our receipt number, and put it in the query parameters. This tells the system, hey, remember that order I placed 5 minutes ago? Here is the receipt. Give me the download link. So if I go into the logs in Kie.ai, I can see that the same prompt is being rendered. It's being running, right? So once this completes, then we are going to see the video and see if it actually works.
5 minutes later.
So at 220 seconds, this video was successfully rendered. All right, it says success, and here's the result. Let's take a quick look at this. Okay, that was pretty funny. Perfect, so that node was executed, the await node was executed, so I'm going to hit execute for HTTP request 2. Okay, all right, so since I executed all these step by step, let's just step back a little and understand what happened. So when I hit execute, the director sent the script, the waiting room held us for 5 minutes, and then the courier went to fetch the result. Now let's look at the output. We should have a result URL here. So let's see where the URL is. So here it is. So the result JSON gives us a https temp file .ai.quickdraw. If you paste this into your browser, it should basically take you back to these logs here. Okay, and you should be able to view this video. So we have a fully generated AI video. It matches our prompt perfectly. We now have a brain that thinks and a body that creates. But this video is still just sitting on a server. Nobody sees it yet, right? So in part 3, the final episode, we will build the distributor. We will take this video file and automatically blast it to YouTube Shorts or TikTok so you can start getting views while you sleep.
And just like that, you are halfway to a fully autonomous business. If you haven't grabbed the blueprint yet, the link is below. It has the exact JSON code I used for the API calls today. And listen, building systems like this changes your mindset. You stop worrying about doing the work and start thinking about designing the workflow. If you want to keep building with me, hit subscribe and comment below. Which AI video model are you using? Sora, Kling, Luma? I want to know what you guys are experimenting with. Workflows, mind clears. See you in part 3.
All right, guys. So if you don't have Kie.ai set up, I'm going to explain how to set that up. I'm just going to find HTTPS. I'm just going to add another node just for understanding how this works. Let me just paste this here. Okay, so we're going to use the post method here. And once you have post set, it's similar. It's going to be the similar process for the next nodes for any Kie.ai node, right? Okay, so before we go into URL and all that stuff, let's talk about authentication. So I'm going to say generic credential type, and then in the generic auth type, it's going to be header auth, and then I'm going to create a new credential, and then where do you get this name and value? So let's just go back to our Kie.ai original one and see what happens. So the name is always going to be authorization. Where do I get that? So if you sign up to Kie.ai and throw in a few credits, $5 gives you 1,000 credits, and it's pretty decent for the whole month. Because if you use the the standard Sora 2 video generation, it costs you around 30 credits or 15 cents. So it's pretty decent, pretty cheap. And so yeah, once you have those credits in, you go into API key, and then you need to create a new API key, and then you need to copy that key and then paste it there. But before that, there's another thing we need to do. So let's go to our models market and let's search for text to video, and within that we're gonna select this option here, Sora 2, not the Sora Pro. That's even more expensive. I think Sora 2 is more than enough for our purposes, cheap and great quality. All right, so this is commercial use. There's some information about the pricing, etc. And when we hit API, on the left side it gives you the process the process for authentication. So all APIs require authentication via bearer token. So authorization, that's your name, and then you need to add in a bidder and then your API key, the one I showed you earlier, the secret key. You paste it after bidder. So bidder space your API key. That's what goes into this value here. Okay, so I'm just going to close this. So let's say you have that set up, and now we talk about how do we use the Sora 2 model, what URLs, how did I get that URL, how do I send other the body, etc. right? So I'm going to go back to the Sora model here. Now since this is create task, there should be a URL section here. Let's find that. Here it is. This is the request example. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to that node, and it's going to be on this top right here, which says import CURL. I'm going to paste that in, and then I am going to import that. Okay, this is how it looks. So it imports the URL. Okay, the authentication is gone. Just make sure it's there. I'm going to hit header auth, Kie.ai. No need to send headers. All right, so this is how it is, right? Now, obviously, it's giving us a prompt, which is its standard prompt. We don't need that. I'm gonna delete that right between these double quotes, and then I'm gonna add the link from the left side of this node, from the input from the previous. So what I actually mean is, so let's just go back here, and basically this prompt is going to be this prompt here. All right, so I'm going to drag that in here, inside this. So let's just do it here as an example so you understand what I mean. So I'm going to drag this between these two, and that's how I get the JSON output prompt. All right, so that's how you set up Kie.ai. So for the get command, it's the same process. Let me just add another node here, just as an example. HTTP. Let's paste that in here. Oops, where is that? Delete that from there. Okay, so what happens here is, let me just find. So again, same process. We could just paste in the URL. It's pretty straightforward, but just for completeness sake, I'm gonna go into query task here, and then I'm gonna copy the CURL again. And how does it work? I'm gonna paste this here, and I'm gonna say import, and we get this URL here. We don't need to send any headers because we are gonna authenticate using generic credential auth type header here, and we're going to select Kie.ai because you already had that selected, and then you make the changes whatever you need in the query parameters, etc. So this is set up.